What is up, everyone, and welcome back. Today we're checking out the band Circus, Maximus, and the track Mouth of Madness. It goes out to my buddy Gear. Thank you for your support, man. They are a progressive metal band. I've never actually had a chance to hear these guys, and I'm looking forward to it. Looks like a really strong length here, 12 minutes and 42 seconds of prog. So, let's go ahead and check it out, shall we? The band is Circus Maximus. The track is Mouth of Madness. And here we go.
Desolate man.
I like the way that opened, right into a really crystal clear acoustic.
Nobody sees me, and I'm not even nobody. But in his mind, in his thoughts, he's sure
Really
that there's
phenomenal vocals so far. Certainly shades of Jeff Tate there. Like that electronic warble back there, kind of like wind blowing. Really faint electronic elements, really like that. Not sure if that's a keyboard tone or if that's a guitar effect that makes the guitar sound like a keyboard. Either way, I really like that accent passage. Building really well. Feel like I'm listening to a drama. Like that bass swell in there. Bringing in a bunch of little subtle textures here. Really like the control in his voice. Great ability to hold like that. I like the way that faded. Wish that piano was backed off just a little bit. It's a little too forward for my taste. It needs to be just a touch farther back and let those guitars really dominate. But that's a minor quip. Get a little bit of that Dream Theater influence there. Like the slight addition to the double bass cadence. Like that vocal layering. Makes this vocal sound really massive. Good fill. A good shift into that double bass. Really like that kick tone. I like that you get some of that percussive feel of it and not just a click. I like that cymbal where it really hear that ride bell. Nice place to throw a solo in. I like how they use that as a bridge. Man, this guy's got an incredible voice. Good fill there. I like the way he rolled across those toms. Like the simplicity of that riff. It's a good backbone for that spoken word passage. Like the haunting feel of those keys. I like the riff here, I like that lead passage, but it almost sounds like a warm-up exercise. Really like that guitar accent there. It's a really cool riff. Very simple riff, but it's a very enjoyable riff. Done a good job with the symphonic parts. They're forward, but they're not dominating the mix and falling into that particular trap. I like the way the drums and the keyboards are following that sweep pattern there really quickly. Their transitions are seamless. Done a great job with that. I like that slightly aggressive palm muted passage here. Really like the use of that chorus too. Very opera-like qualities here. Very enjoyable. Nice bit of vibrato there by the singer. Cool. Like the way that's changed. Like the way those clean tones have come in. It's a really nice riff once again. That's a cool change. I like the richness of that bass line. Couple of little nuances in the way he's playing. Just little things. Really like that. Do get some shades of James LaBrie in this guy's voice. Got a really strong voice. Do a really good job in this track of breaking up these different passages with solos. like that vocal chorus. Again, they've gone to a different type of it. Really enjoy those vocal textures backing him up. Interesting how they've gone to a happier feeling passage here. Kind of expected it to be a little darker. When he gets really high like that, I almost hear a little bit of early Mark Slaughter. Really strong fills there. Really like the way that drummer's putting into it. Clearly they're going to close this out. They're just letting the drummer go nuts. Like that those droning chords there, droning keyboard passage. Good cymbal rolls. Sounds like they're just going to let it fade out with synths and some keys. Kind of carnival-like feeling to add that sense of madness that a lot of bands and a lot of things try to do. Honestly, I feel like you got to chop that off after the drums took it out and they faded. I feel like you could have cut that off about a minute short. And to me, it would have still had the same impact as it does with this. It was a really good track. It was a really enjoyable track. Now, it's certainly a modern progressive rock track. And there's all the hallmarks of it. Sparkly, clean passages. Phenomenal musicianship all the way around. Every single one of those players are absolutely first-rate, top-notch players. No question there. The mix is what you expect from a progressive metal track. It's very clean. It's very clear. It's very crisp. Everything's really where you expect it to be. I'm very happy to hear that the synths do not overpower the rest of the instrumentation or the vocals, which unfortunately happens all too often. But it doesn't happen here, and that makes me happy. The vocalist got a great voice. He's got phenomenal control. He's got a great sense of where he wants to be. I like that he has such a great vibrato. I also like that he doesn't overuse it. He uses it in spots for coloring, and that's really enjoyable. And the guitar work is stellar. The lead work is really tasty. There was one point in that midsection where he's got that repeating lead passage that does sound a bit like a warm-up exercise as opposed to a solo. That's the major gripe there. Otherwise, it's all really well done. It's really well played. I like the lead choices. There were some really cool bass things going on throughout the track. Little subtle things, just little nuances in the way the bass player is playing and attacking certain parts. Highly enjoyable. It's always a pleasure to listen to quality, talented bass players that know what they're doing. Drum work is fantastic. I love the cohesiveness of the kit in the mix. I love that kick tone. It's rich, it's resonant. It doesn't sound heavily triggered and clicky, and it does a good job of cutting through their mix. So really enjoyed that. And the song is written and composed very well. One of the problems you can run into with big prog tracks that get up in the 10 plus minute mark is they can draw on, not sound cohesive, or just sound overlong and bloated, and it doesn't. This sounds really good. It moves seamlessly throughout it. I stay engaged throughout the entirety of the track, and I do not get bored. It felt like the journey that I feel like they wanted to give the listener. And I was locked into it, and I love that feeling. I love that they're able to portray that. I think it's fantastic. So, all in all, I really enjoyed the track. You can certainly hear some of the influences of some of the other prog bands, and that's to be expected. You listen to a modern prog track, you're going to probably hear a bit of Dream Theater in there, because they are so influential in what that scene is. It doesn't surprise me that they get a little bit of the Jeff Tate and a little bit of that Queensryche in there, the early Queensryche in there at points either. Or some of the Fates Warning or some of the Shadow Gallery, because they're all really good, really strong, really enjoyable prog bands. So I liked it a lot. I certainly want to hear more of it. So I will certainly have to check back in and do some more at some point. Problem with this channel is it does get to be hard sometimes to get back to stuff that I want to get back to. And even at 690 something videos in a little over a year, I still struggle to get back to bands that I want to revisit. But we'll certainly try. Hope you guys enjoyed it. I certainly did. Thank you, Gear. It was a great request, man. It's a band that I certainly haven't had a chance to check out before now. Really appreciate it. Appreciate you being patient with me. Thank you so much. Thank you to my law enforcement, military veterans, and first responders for what you guys do every single day, as always. I love every single one of you guys out there. Hope you enjoyed it. Hope you're doing well. As always, you've been awesome. I have been Bald Man. I will see you in the next one. Be excellent to each other and keep headbanging.